straight out of this over this red flag here, pitching wedge.
That was good.
Yeah. So still fingertips, still suitcase, and
You're gonna go on this side now?
thumb short. And see if any deviation of the club going this direction, you're just gonna knock that box over.
The box.
Got it?
Ah, Brodie!
That attitude says he has desire, he has the passion to hit better shots. So a little impatience is actually a very good thing. You've leveled up nicely from session 1.
Yeah.
You've leveled up again.
Nice.
We need to continue to level up.
Level up more. Boom!
Go.
Let's go. What is happening, guys? I am back here at Training Forest at Team Altus, basically.
Yeah, Altus
with
Performance.
Altus Performance with Corey. Introduce yourself, Corey, to the audience.
Yeah, partner of Cameron. Cameron has done a really good job of getting Brodie all set for his ball striking, and so our goal now is
Short game.
we got to look at different skills, right?
Yeah.
We can't just hit the ball good. We got to make sure that we're getting it close to the hole, in the hole when we're scrambling. So our goal here is let's look at form. We're going to start by looking at form, and then we're going to develop a training plan just like we did in ball striking. Because
I love it.
you know, like you said, you don't want to just go out and putt and
Yeah.
really not have a plan. And so we want to develop form work and skill work. That's our goal for today.
I think a lot of people that play golf, when they go on the putting green, they just think if I just putt for an hour, I'm getting a lot of work done. But it's the kind of the idea of like having these specific drills, and I found that for my ball striking. Going on the range and hitting balls for an hour versus actually going on the range and doing all these drills they gave me, it's a completely different workout.
We want you to be really task-based practice. We'll give you a menu of tasks, 3 or 4 things. Once you reach this level of standard or scored sufficiently, then you're done with your putting practice. You can leave knowing, okay, I accomplished something, I got better.
And then when you get on the golf course, it gives you more confidence. So
No doubt.
we're gonna jump into putting right now, see how my form looks, and go from there.
Cool. Go ahead and set up. So just the same way that TrackMan is giving you a bunch of club data, it's giving you club and ball data. This Sam Putt Lab is going to give us a bunch of club data on your putter. So it's measuring a few parameters that will decide which ones need to be a priority.
That was terrible.
Well, here's the deal. I always delete the first one because it feels a little funky.
Wow, that felt terrible. I knew as soon as I took that back, I was like, holy cow.
All right, it's pretty good. For a guy who's not working on his putting a whole lot, you got some good stuff working here. This is looking at our aim. So when we set up to it, was the face pointed at the target, and you've got a little bit of leeway in here. The fact that you're 3/10 of a degree is money. So we're good at aiming it, right? So 3/10 of a degree is like right here.
All right,
Right there, we're money, we're good. But at impact, face is a hair open. So rather than being a little bit more stable, you see where that face is at the end of the backswing? So you see how you double the amount of rotation? So
on both sides,
So the goal here is to set up in a way that limits that without you having to put a ton of attention on it.
Work on it,
What I mean? We're going to work on a couple elements that are going to help you control your speed better.
So basically, I need to take the club back faster. I need a more uniform backswing, forward swing.
Reverse that.
Oh yeah, I need a more uniform backswing, forward swing. I need to make sure that right now my club face is open. I'm doing too much of this when I'm putting, when it needs to be more like this.
If you have a lot of time in your backswing because it's going slow to rotate that face.
More time, okay.
If we minimize some of that time, maybe we solve for some of that face rotation without putting any attention. I am going to make a setup change, but
I like it.
Yeah. So I want the grip a little bit more in your lifelines here. Cool. Instead of it being like a 6-iron, we would have had that heel pad on top right there.
Okay.
We'd have this handle lower.
So you want more?
Yeah, exactly. I want a little bit more in your lifelines and that handle to be a little bit higher. And now we're going to cover how we're going to fix some of that speed stuff. So this is a little penny slide here.
Okay.
The penny is just a little bit of gap right there between the where the face is.
Yep.
As you take this back, I want that penny to slide to the front. Cool. All right. The response here is, can I take that backswing with a little bit more pace to it and deliver the right amount of speed? Hey, you did it. Nice work. That was easy. Face is inside a degree. Path is perfect.
Okay.
So you see that?
Oh, and I got it.
Yeah, we
Hey!
Before. So remember, before you were like yellow to metal.
Oh, okay.
Right? So now your job is to start to show me some. You're gonna feel pace, penny slide to yellow, and then coasting to blue.
Pace line to the yellow, coast to blue.
Yeah, penny slide to yellow,
Penny
coast to
slide
blue.
to the yellow, coast to blue.
Where'd you stop?
I stopped at the middle.
Yeah. Give it another go.
Dang it!
Rehearse first, rehearse first. That was so good.
And I made it.
And this is looking just how tight our face and path are through delivery. I mean, those putts go in.
That's fine.
They have no choice. If you've
Okay.
read it right, those putts go in. Where that face is, for the most part, at impact is going to determine where that ball starts. If it's going to start on the line that we're looking at, right? And any time there's a big difference between these two, that ball doesn't spiral. It doesn't roll end over end. Just like when we're hitting balls out there, if face and path start pointing in different directions, the ball is not going to roll straight like we want to. It's like what you were working on in full swing. When you're trying to take some curve off, you're just trying to tighten these two up together and hit it on the middle of the face, and that's what takes that curve off for you. So your form station, you need something like that, like the ruler on the ground that's going to give you some feedback, and you need your penny slide.
Penny slide, okay.
Those are your two things for form once you make sure posture is good.
Okay.
Now, we can't just, if our form is really, really good, we're starting all these balls online, but our speed sucks and we can't read greens, the ball doesn't
matter, yeah.
So let's go out to the real world and out of the lab and work on our speed and seeing the
Read greens.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Let's do it.
We are headed now off to the actual putting green up at Trinity Forest. So we're headed up to the clubhouse right now and getting some read of the greens and some putts in. Let's go. So I think one of the big advantages I have is I haven't golfed obviously in like 10 years, so I don't really have any bad habits. Big thing when teaching people with Frisbee is if I get a fresh person, someone that has never played Frisbee before, it's easy for me to teach them the proper way of throwing versus someone that's been throwing the wrong way for 5 years. So that's a big helpful thing I'm starting to see.
So this is after you've been able to check the box. You're like, okay, form is good.
Form's good, yeah.
Now I want you to work into a task that measures your ability to read it really well.
Okay.
And then your ability to control speed.
Okay.
So we're going to use this phantom hole right here. I want you to put like a little gate here, putter width the wide, that we're going to try to roll the ball through to make it roll over that. You with me? So you're trying to read this putt.
All right. I think that's good.
Okay. 5 balls.
Okay.
And this is a game called 3-point. So where you get a point if you get it through our gate.
Okay.
You get a point if it rolls over that hole.
Okay.
And you get a point if it finishes in that little square right there. This is helping us evaluate what are the 3 things that we need to do well to make sure the ball goes in. We're going to start online, right? That's the gate right there.
Yep.
We need to control our speed. That's the square over there. And then if we get those 2 right with a good read, it goes in the hole, right?
Yep.
So let's go
like it.
5 ball reps. Let's see how we do it. 15 is a perfect score, right?
For my first time, I'm going to say our target's going to be 8, just over 50.
No.
For my first time, or like
10,
in
10.
All right, we're
Set a
trying
higher
10.
bar. Yeah, exactly.
Hit it too hard.
Cool. So we have automatic feedback. All right. Our line was good.
Yeah.
Our read's still good. We know that hadn't changed.
Yeah.
Our speed sucked.
Speed sucks.
Right? We got 1 point.
That felt pretty good.
Dang. So
Close to good.
that was really good. All right. Here's the deal.
What's up?
It's 2 in a row with good speed
Yeah.
and good line.
Yeah.
And they still didn't go in.
I'm missing it.
The pendulum went too far over, right? We got to.
So we got to just slide everything
slide
a
it
couple
up.
inches. Okay.
But here's the deal, the more times, like, don't be afraid to fail and mess this up, because the more times we make these corrections, it's just informing us, right? We're like, okay, next time I'm going to take note of that adjustment, and I'm getting better at green reading every time I have to do it, right?
I smacked the crap out of that. Oh my gosh.
Got him.
Roll ball!
3-pointer. Nice work.
Coast.
Come on.
Coast.
Come on.
Go!
All right. 2 points, right?
So you would say only literally do this, and as soon as I get over 10, I'm going to the next task.
Yeah.
But then can I cycle back to this afterwards?
For sure, especially if you see some green reading errors.
Gotcha.
That's what
Because
we're
it's
looking at
honestly,
this
this is
thing.
something that I could feel like I could do for 30 minutes and not get tired of it. Just finished up here on the putting green, short game lesson number 1 in the books. I have a lot to go home and work on. We're gonna be sending over the training plan for me to basically do all these drills. And like I said, like these are the drills that I'm gonna need to basically just make this to when I get on the golf course, like you said, you don't want to be thinking about anything. You want to read, putt, and make it.
Exactly right. We identified a couple little things in form that need to get better. You're gonna spend maybe 20 minutes working on form, and then you've got a menu of tasks that you can go and work on to grow your skill. Can you control the touch? And especially for you, we need to green read better. So we've got some ways to go work on it. So there's no question when you get to a green, there's no question, well, what should I do today? Right?
Yeah,
It's like,
no, you have a
clear,
task.
defined plan, and then you've even got this sense of purpose behind the goals for each drill. Like, not only you got to do it, you got to do it to a certain level of standard.
Yep, I love
to
that.
know that you got to earn your way off this putting green to know when you're done.
And for competitive people, this is awesome because I'm probably gonna sit here and do it until I get it. So let us know what you guys thought of this video, the putting and all that stuff. Let us know if you learned something in the comments down below. Make sure you follow Altus and all their channels in the description down below. And that's it. We'll see you in the next one.
Cool. See ya.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying these golf videos. If you are, make sure to click that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you can see when I post more videos. Check out my other golf lessons I did over here somewhere. And we'll see you in the next one. Stay dark horse, my friends.